So IoT and Data Innovation Lab is quite a new R&D and innovation unit within the Ötvös University, Faculty of Informatics and ELTE Software Ltd. We have only 2 full-time employees, but within the projects we have 21 people working on. 7 of them are external domain experts, 10 PhD and master students. Most of them are already considered permanent members, as we are working with them from ages. And 4 professors and researchers we have. So we are cooperating with other research groups, like which is related to here is the agri-informatics research group, led by Marta Alexi, and with industrial partners like COSME Hungary and Innoskart Cluster. I believe in a nice future as we are developing day by day. At the moment, we use around 100 square meter, but from next year, the middle of next year, we almost have 3 times bigger. Our budget in 2020 is around €1 million. I hope it will be bigger. So my name is Ádám Tarcsi. I am the leader of and founder of the IoT and Data Innovation Lab. Let me show you who we are and what and how we are working on at the moment. So IoT and Data Innovation Lab, as you can see, just the baby steps. So let's see, we have some nice results. I'm going to show them. So the lab is mainly a sandbox with a variety of devices. We have a lot of sensors, some controllers, as you can see, some cameras, CD printer, or even a printing machine. So we learn a lot of things. We do have a lot of devices, but we have also knowledge and skills to how to use them, how to analyze collected data. We are Microsoft AI and an SAP Competence Center as well. So this is how we are building. We have a small physical lab, the ELTE Digital Co-location Center. For next year, the middle of next year, it's going to move, and we will have also a showroom to present our results that we are going to have to that time. So this is a proof of concept living lab environment to develop and validate ideas from our professors, students, and also our industrial projects. We are focusing on agri-tech, food tech, and medtech projects, as we have connections, industrial connections, and knowledge or domain knowledge within those fields. We offer technical, mainly data analytics, AI, IoT, UX, UI, and ERP knowledge and technical support, technical and business support, and access to business and domain experts, plus for our students and researchers incubating service. The lab targets only real-world problems. I'm going to tell you a little bit more later on. Just one example, what we did already, what our students did already. It is just a demonstration. It's just a robe that you can so it's a scarf that you can wear. It's just a demo, but it's working. It's quite nice. We had a booth at the T-System Symposium last year. So what is the methodology we follow? I already mentioned that we are focusing only real-world problems with business process-centric and data-oriented service design approach. Everything starts with an assessment. We are following the lean model, the listen, act, learn, repeat cycles. Everything is a bottom-up solution which starts with understanding the status, the processing, and the data. We always involve industry domain experts because otherwise it doesn't. Nothing works, I think. And also we are taking account into user and business needs. That's why we have a UX researcher in-house. So the process that we are following, it's a bit of mixture, let's say, standards of, as you can see, the team design process, the design thinking, and also lean and other agile software development methods. I try to draw it. I'm really sorry, but my drawing skills are not really the best. So everything starts with the assessment. and to understand, emphasize, and to understand also the business problems. And later on, as you can see, it's on the second phase of the second round, second cycle, to get some hypotheses. The first lot of stages, we are going there, making interviews, and we are just observing to understand the data, understand the business process, and understand the problems that our partners or the people are facing off. This is how we are working. And I always go back to this point because it's really important. After that, when we have it, it's normal from there. We collect the data, we understand the data, we transform it and so on, clean it and so on. Most of the process, the projects finishing here after the visual data analytics and business intelligence, we define a lot of metrics. And we also have some energy on the business development, as we have business developer in-house. This is how we differ from others, I think. So this is how we started. This project is these few slides are just these two slides are the result of a common project with ELTE Manufacturing, Digital and Food, where we defined together with the other partners some AI use cases, where the goal is to build up a test bed within ELTE. This is an ongoing project. I can't share you a lot of things yet, so it is only started, but we are going to focus on image processing and text mining. We have several proof of concept ideas or solutions in this phase. So we started to recognize some defects in meat products. I'm going to show you some what we did in leaf identification. We started to analyze some other defects, fruits and baking products, but these are only started. Let me show you some ongoing project that we have. Not all is related to this field, but this is what we have at the moment within this lab. I'm going to show you some of the projects that are related to this field. As you can see, I don't have slides from all of them, but in this is in this agri-food part, we are a bit stronger in the agri-tech field yet, but we are moving to food tech as well. As with COSME, we are Hungary, we started to design a food industry curriculum, and it's here in Italy. I'm going to show you something about that, and I already mentioned this AI test, but that we are going to build up in cooperation with AI manufacturing, food and digital. Let me show you some of the projects that we have. So this beehive analysis, how they started, as I already mentioned, we had several interviews with beekeepers, and we observed how they are doing their daily work, how they make decisions, and on what type of data and what type of problems they are facing off. We analyzed a lot of, we have a quite huge list of that. This is one of the projects we defined as a result of that, to build up a cheap real-time monitoring system. We believe that the sound analysis can be a solution for several problems. This is how we started. This is as you can see, we have a small microphone. We're going to use a normal Raspberry Pi computer to analyze the data in or a cellular phone. This is the two ways they're working on. And our researchers within the data science department, they have a quite nice results so far. But it's an ongoing thing where they already installed a lot of sensors to several bees. I think the beekeeper we are working on, he had 6,000 families. So we have a lot of data so far. We just started the poultry monitoring system. The way is really similar. now we have a clear vision. The team is already set it up. We are going to install the cameras and sensors next week in cooperation with Happy Enterprise and Bosch Security. We defined a lot of problems for the when we start. As you can see, this is this image is in our pilot plant, where we are going to install the cameras and other sensors to analyze the duck keeping. We have several problems that we identified where we need cameras and also microphones to solve a lot of real world problems for those people. And we are on that side already, that we are going to set up a startup company based on that, because we already defined we already analyzed the market, and we see it's a really huge opportunity for that product that we are working on. But it's still an ongoing process. We have another ongoing project for the pigs kept outdoors. We're collecting information for the pig air tags using RFID technologies to analyze their movements and habits and also social behavior. The sensors and the whole things are already installed almost a year ago. So we have quite a lot of data that we are collecting. And with the help of Marta Alexi, as she has a quite nice domain expertise, and she's already, I think she will be also a data scientist soon. She's analyzing with his team the data that we collect. Another interesting thing, which is quite new, as it's already started within the COVID thing, in cooperation with Euronose Ltd, we started to build an autonomous UVD robots with integrated UVC lamps, which can kill all known germs, bacteria, and viruses, including the coronavirus. While the robot is in motion, the UVD robot's autonomous, so they can operate. The operation makes it finally possible to disinfect in any indoor area quickly, effectively, and fully automatically in an environment without using any other chemicals. The UVD robot significantly speeds up the disinfection process at the same time that lowers the resource needed. So without any, but it's without any human interaction. It's already done. You can see some slide, but I'm going to show you. We don't have any videos, unfortunately, because we are not quite good in marketing. The robots are under testing in an environment, but we are not allowed to make videos there. So the thing I can show you is only a demonstration video that we created in spring. It's not the full robot, but it shows everything almost. And in the lower part of the slide here, you can see that it's mainly a platform. We have another branch now from this project, where we are going to collect with this robot some samples of products. It's not a food industry, and this robot is just collecting and analyzing the samples with a microscope installed on the robot. So this is the video that you can see. This is that's what the prototype of the robot. It's quite easy. It's okay. It looks like this is the platform where you can put the lamps. That's why it's not so important. The UVC lamp isn't important at the moment. The goal is that this robot should go within the industry or within the indoor place. And then the interesting thing of this robot, that everything it's going to be made in Hungary, and all the parts that we are using is also from not everything from Hungary, but from Europe. So this is the most important thing, I think, in to these robots. But there are other UVC robots as well. But as the supply chain is in such a situation like we have now in the coronavirus, it's not so stable. That's why within this project, the consortium decided that we are going to use only mainly Hungarian and then some European parts to build up the full robot. Some other things that we, oops, okay, sorry. I already mentioned this wine identification. It's quite important for controlling the wine fields. It's to identify the wine through the leaves. It's already done. It will be at the end of the project. It will be a mobile app. So at the moment, in our computer, is in also in the data science department or in a researcher computer, is already working. The next step is to build up the mobile app. It will be done in the middle of next year. So already mentioned, we have an ongoing project, professional schools, ELTE Digital Professional Schools, project with Camden, Hungary, and Siena, Italy. We are creating a training course and some demonstration materials. It will be the base of our showroom. So the goal is to build up a modern blended learning material for modernization of food processing through digitalization and Industry 4.0. In the online part, it will be in Coursera. These are the topics that you can see, and for all the technological part, we are going to build up some demonstration materials to show how the things are working in the real-time environment. That's why we have a factory simulation. It's like a factory simulation robots where we can simulate a whole factory. And we also have so kind of virtual farming solution, which is not only automated like other virtual farms, but is developed for the herbs. So our partner, industrial partner, is one of the largest herb growing and herb processing partner in Europe. So the goal was here to develop the whole system for special herbs. It's like the basil needs different light, water, and also in its different life cycle than the other herbs. This is what we are doing. We have a lot of this is the that you can see is a laboratory version of that. We have others, and we have also another branch there, which is a home gardening kit, which is under development at the moment. So this is what we have, and thank you very much. I'm open for the questions.